guys, welcome back to another fingerboard video. I recently got some dynamic trucks. Also, I know a large percentage of you guys that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed, so if you really like this content, I really consider subscribing, because YouTube will show you more of my content and hopefully you enjoy that. But let's get into this video. Let's get it open real quick. Look at that. That is some nice packaging. Looks pretty professional. I haven't opened it yet, so this is my first time seeing it, because I wanted to share this experience with you guys. I've never had dynamic trucks, so this is really cool. They have information at the back for you to read, and they got plastic casing to let you see what the trucks look like, as well as that looks like a tech deck tool. So that's really helpful because, of course, you need to put trucks onto a deck. I've never had trucks with an inverse kingpin, and I've heard a lot of good things about dynamic, so I really wanted to try and see what the hype was about. Let's open this up. That came off pretty clean. Nice. Woo! Shiny! Look at that. That is insane. I got the basic silver dynamics, and whoa, I'm so blown away. First impression, like, these are super nice. And they came with dynamic bushings as well, which look pretty good. I can't wait. Let's pull out the second truck. Oh my god, that is shiny. That makes me so happy. Like, it looks so good. And take out the trucks, which is in this little bag. Cut it open. I like to keep little Ziploc bags like this that come with any fingerboard products that I buy because they're really good for keeping hardware and other small things for fingerboarding. This was vacuum sealed. Not very important, it just looked nice and professional. Black tech deck tool. I have a lot of these. They don't look that different, but maybe it's just because this is new, but that one looks a lot shinier than this. This is pretty old though, so. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws, and 1, 2, 3, 4 lock nuts. The exact amount that you need. Let's hope this focuses. Whoo, look at that. And they have the signature design at the back, little etched in there. Very cool, very simple. I love it. I love white bushings as well, so I love that the stock bushings are white. And the bushings look very well balanced, and that's just honestly... On my current setup, I have teak tuning. Some of the bushings were not centered or made symmetrical, so you can kind of see that they're a little bit off. But this is perfectly balanced. That is very satisfying. If you're wondering, by the way, these are size 32s, not 34s. My first impressions is that I noticed that the base plate is pretty big, which I think will help with support, so that's pretty cool. Another thing I noticed is that the truck is kind of long in this direction, which kind of gives the kingpin this sort of look that it's a little bit more separated from the hanger, which I think is a pretty unique design. I also think that's really good because a lot of times when I do grinds, the kingpin makes contact with the ramp, but since this is a little bit more separated from the hanger, I think that's going to be a really nice change. I plan on saving these trucks for a future setup that I have in mind, but I really want to try these trucks and I want to show you my first impressions of it. So I'll pick up a setup I have and I guess we'll just go ahead and try them out. The issue is that usually when I set up a fingerboard, I don't plan on removing any of the hardware unless I really need to, so almost all of my setups don't have any grip tape holes. I'm going to use this setup because it's one of my only setups with grip tape holes, and to keep full authenticity of the experience, I'm going to be using the tool that they provided with the trucks. This is going to be really hard to do because there's no grip on this tool whatsoever. I'll just start with unscrewing my current trucks. I haven't even unscrewed one of the trucks and I'm struggling so much. Like, I have no torque on this and I'm gonna use a different tool. Be right back. Got my tool. I don't think Tech Deck makes these anymore, but they have wings, so it's super helpful. I also found a different setup with grip tape holes. This one looks easier to set up, so let's take off the trucks on these instead. I will try to use this tool to put on the trucks instead, so let's see how that goes. That's one of the screws off. Screw number 2, screw number 3, screw number 4, and that's truck number 1 off. Looking pretty good. Screw number 5. By the way, this is a custom from Camodex, a local Hong Kong fingerboard company run by my homie. So if you want to cop a nice low profile deck, I will link his Instagram down below. And while I'm unscrewing the second truck, I know that some of you guys, maybe you're getting more into fingerboarding and you want to upgrade from your tech deck or broken knuckle and you want a real professional fingerboard. So if you want a professional deck with great pop, great control, supported by the skateboard community, my opinion, get a Tricky fingerboard deck, favorite company, and run by the dopest guy. Anyway, screw number 6. And don't worry, I will also link Tricky fingerboards and Dynamic in the description below so you can go ahead and check out these products. Not sponsored. Truck number 2 has come off. Taking out the screws, I want to be careful because I have pretty sweaty hands. Let's get these trucks onto this deck. Whoop! There we go. Looks super neat. These trucks look super good on a deck. I did use this tool for the whole setup process, and even though I really don't like to use these tools when setting up a deck, it was pretty appropriate for use because the screws went inside the truck very easily. 10 out of 10 setup experience. Very satisfying, very easy. Let's do some tricks so I can get my first impressions and give you guys an overview. Let's get into it. These trucks are absolutely fire. I had to loosen them up a little bit because the bushings haven't fully broken in yet, but this is a great set of trucks. The stock bushings are like a medium hardness, definitely not as soft as teak tuning, but it's got a very good feel and lets you control your tricks pretty well. They're also super well balanced, grind super well, and I've only used it for around half the day. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the trucks have been barely scratched up, and that is super impressive. It did take me forever to get that impossible at the end though, which is probably just me being unlucky. I also only have China wheels on these trucks because they were the first thing I got my hands on and they don't fit dynamic trucks. So disclaimer, China wheels do not fit dynamic trucks. So I wasn't able to skate it to its full potential because it wasn't rolling right. But I could tell that the trucks compensated and it's honestly super fun to fingerboard on. So far, I have not been disappointed. Everything that people have been saying good about dynamic trucks is pretty true. I know this was a short video, but I'd rate dynamic trucks a 10 out of 10. I got the basic colorway, but they have a lot of different colors, so I definitely suggest you to go and check out their website down below in the description. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. P.S. This isn't a full review. This is my first time reacting to dynamic trucks. I had a quick session and I just wanted to show you guys my first impression. I hope you liked this video. I will come out with a different type of video next week. I know that some of you are probably sick with the fingerboard videos, but there really isn't much I can do because it's been snowing and I'm still in lockdown. For those of you that have still stuck around, I really hope you enjoyed these videos. I really don't make fingerboard videos, so I hope I'm doing well and I hope that I'm entertaining you guys. And I hope this review helped you. If you have any other suggestions, make sure to comment them down below. I have some pretty good ideas coming up, but I love to listen to you guys. I'm so sorry about the past videos always continuously having their comments taken down. It's an issue with YouTube and I'm trying to resolve it, so don't worry. And if it's disabled right now, please come back later and I promise you I will fix it by then. And hey, I really want to hit 2K, so if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And if you've already subscribed, ring that bell, ding that bell, do not forget, because it will notify you every single week that I upload a new video. I hope to see you guys next week. Stay safe. Peace out.